Welcome to Stop Paying Capital Gains Now, where guests will share their experiences in saving money easily with this Spendthrift Trust. The real name for the trust is Irrevocable, Complex, Discretionary, Non-Grantor Spendthrift Trust. Capital gains are currently 23.8% on any profits, be it a crypto investor, crypto miner, real estate investor, day trader, forex, stock market trader. Your guest is Sally Gimon, and I want to make sure that you can learn how to save money easily. Hi, my name is Sally Gimon, and I'm the owner of theTrustIsYou.com, and I appreciate you coming out to watch my new podcast, Stop Paying Capital Gains. Now, I want to let you know, with what's happening with this trust, there's several different ways for you to save a lot of money on this. One of the things I want to teach people is to let you know there's ways to save money. So I want to do a little experiment with you. This is going to be funny, and sorry to be doing it odd, but I don't have $1 million. So, question for you is, do you want $1 million, the newest millionaire wherever you are? Again, this $1 million is the $1 bill. You'll see the 6 zeros behind it. It's $1 million. Congratulations. Or would you prefer to have the shiny penny that doubles every day? So think of it this way. On Monday, it's a penny. On Tuesday, it's 2 cents. On Wednesday, it's 4 cents. On Thursday, it's 8 cents. And then on Friday, it's 16 cents. Do you want a penny that doubles every day for 30 days? Or would you prefer to be the newest millionaire? Whoops, upside down. The newest millionaire wherever you are. I'll give you the answer at the end of this video because I want you guys to understand what the trust does for you and how it can make you save you so much money over and over and over again. Now, this is called Stop Paying Capital Gains. I personally do a lot of wholesaling here in North Carolina. North Carolina has a very odd rule. It's called upset bid. You go to an auction, you think you won the house. So anywhere in the United States, you go to the auction, you're bidding and bidding and bidding, and you win the house for $10,000. Congratulations, you won the house. Oh, no, not here in North Carolina. There are 101 counties in North Carolina. Small state, tons of counties. You have to physically go into the courthouse, and you physically have to pay by a cashier's check, a credit card, or a debit card. And if I pay $10,750, I now have the house. And I have it for, it depends on what the county does, either for 10 business days or 10 calendar days. Every county is a little bit different. You've got to find out what you're doing. In 2022, not trying to crow, but I go to 5 different counties. I'll be honest, I'm in Union County, North Carolina. Charlotte, big, large city, is in Mecklenburg County. I don't go there. It's crazy. Every county, it's a 3-ring binder. And what they do in Charlotte, they hide information. There's too many people bidding. I go out to some of the more rural counties, work on things. It's an experience. Talking to the people in the court, you find out when it's their anniversary. You find out who's got a birthday. I didn't need to do this. Well, yeah, I did. But I took cookies to all the 5 different counties I go to. I took cookies to different ladies, to the different court things in December. I now walk on water for these ladies. So in 2022, I won 6 of these houses and I wholesale them. So what happens is the 10 days goes by. The 10 days go by. Then when it says, woohoo, Sally, you won the house, I have 45 days to pay for it. I have a list of real estate investors who I wholesale the houses to. Making good money and saving a lot with the trust. Just to give you an idea, I'm not trying to crow, but this is what I did. So Monroe, North Carolina, I wholesaled, made $14,000. Capital gains I saved on that was $3,332. 2 places in Concord, $16,500 and $8,500 that I made from wholesaling. That's all the different money. So I'm going to make me do math really, really fast. That was savings of over $6,000 in capital gains. Doing some other things so far from what I have done for 2021 and through 2022, with what I'm saving with capital gains, it has been over $60,000. Yay, Sally. If I can do this, y'all can do this. But what I want to talk to you about today is the other things that the trust will help you save with, because there's so many other things that are done here. Now, what I just described to you, because I wholesale, that's short-term capital gains. In the United States, short-term capital gains currently are 23.8%. There is past legislation, it hasn't gone into law yet, but past legislation to raise short-term capital gains for people making more than $400,000 a year to 40%. That's a lot of money. So that's short-term capital gains. Long-term capital gains, if you hold it for more than a year. So let's say you have one of my clients. He was selling a building. He does rent to own. The person's like, I'm buying the house. He's selling it to them. His capital gains, he had held the building for 6 years. So that was long-term capital gains. Because he has a trust, he does not have to pay the 15% or 20%. I'm not the CPA, but he would have to pay either 15% or 20% on the sale of the house to the person who was buying the house from him. So this is why he called me. But this other situation that I want to discuss, he has that house, and then he's got 7 other rentals he deals with. So just to give you an idea with his rentals, and I have to look at my paper because I'm dyslexic and I'm not good with this. If he's saying he makes about $7,000 every single month on his rentals. So with rental income, federally, rental income is between 10% to 37%, depending on your tax rate. We're not too sure how much his tax rate is. So we're just to give you the numbers, if he's at 10%, he would be paying on his $7,000 a month, 12 times 12, he would save $8,400. That's not a lot of money, but year after year, after 10 years, that's going to be $84,000. If he's at 24%, that's what we figured he was at. He's going to save $21,160 a year because of rent taxes at 24%. With that savings, $21,160, he plans to go out and get an 8th house or maybe even a 9th house. If he's at the highest level, again, it's between 10% and 37%. At 37%, he's going to save $31,080. Now, the reason he got the trust, just to give you an idea, when he went to go sell that house, we were able to save him $16,800 on the house. Plus, now his rent on top of that is even more. He sold the house January 31st, and then all his rent rolls are going through the trust too. So this gentleman is going to save money year after year after year after year. So with him selling the house, he does rent to own. So the person's buying the house, he knew he had capital gains. The money he saved, that $16,000, he went and put it down on another house. So now he has 8 rentals. Congratulations to him. So this is something that the trust will save. Other things the trust will save you on is interest income. One of my clients, great guy, he was working full-time as an IT executive, and then he was working part-time on the weekends at the tractor store. His wife never saw him. His wife's goal was to bring him home so he could have dinner with the family, because he never got to do that. Someone referred him to me. He's doing what is called the BRRRR strategy, BRRRR, where you buy, rehab, resell, refinance, everything. I invest in notes. On my tax records, it's considered interest income. The BRRRR strategy is also interest income. Oops, I hit the wrong button. So what's going to happen there? When we start talking in August of 2021, he brought out his 2020 taxes, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, I paid $154,000." Sorry, 2021 taxes. Got that wrong. And in 2021, he paid $154,000 in interest income. Interest income, just like rental income, is between 10% and 37%. He had to figure out what his personal what he was charging on it. So think of this: 85 houses. He's paying $153,000 in interest income because he has a trust. He no longer needs to pay that. And quite honestly, he's taking the money he's saving, the $154,000. He's not getting more BRRRR strategy. He's going into apartment buildings for him. That's where he's going to get the rent rolls on that. Another thing that people don't know about, dividend incomes. One of my clients inherited this from his dad. Kind of an interesting concept his dad had. The 100 best dividend paying stocks. He has 100 shares of each one of those stocks. So my friend, inherited this back in 2021, had fun. He's getting paid dividends every quarter. Woohoo! He went on vacation every quarter. This was fun. He didn't realize, just like rent rolls and just like interest income, it is taxed federally between 10% and 37%. He had to pay a lot of money on his 2021 taxes, and he's like, Sally, help me. Now, what he's doing is he's continuing his dad's 100 shares of the top 100 dividend-paying companies. He's buying another share of the 100 shares to do this because he's saving quite a bit of money on that. I'm going to be honest, he's saving over $60,000 a year in dividend income. So he's making quite a bit of good money from what he got from his dad. So again, dividend income, interest income, rent rolls are all federally taxed between 10% to 37%. And the Spendthrift Trust defers those taxes into infinity. Capital gains, short-term or long-term, defers those taxes into infinity. The fifth thing that the trust helps you on is royalties. I have gotten into an entire new thing here, and I want to discuss this with you. This is why I'm doing this video just with me. I have 4 different songwriters who write country western songs out of Nashville. One of the songwriters, he is a partner with the second person who has they're not husband and wife. They're just they write songs together. They each have their own trust. She wrote one country western song that 4 different artists have sung. She gets paid royalties on that song from the 4 different artists. Not a whole bunch. She told me a penny for each time the song is played on 700 country western stations in a country. But she's making money doing that. And she's written several other songs for this. So, hey, a songwriters, this is great. What I have gotten involved with, which I am learning so much about, is the meta universe. I just did a post. If you are on YouTube, I just did a post about one of my clients. Her husband is a wholesaler, so they have the Spendthrift Trust. Talking to them, she is an artist. She is doing a series of paintings. She does one painting. She sells 1 of 100 on the metaverse. Over Thanksgiving of 2021, she just sold one painting. She did it for 100 paintings. So the 99, number 2 through 100, would be royalties. She now has 6 different paintings she's doing the same thing with. With royalties, it's a little bit less. With rent rolls, interest income, and dividend income, it's between 10% and 37%. But with royalties, it's between 10% and 35%. They're trying to figure out what their tax rate is. They're doing their 2022 taxes right now. And with what her husband's doing with the wholesaling and what she's doing with her artwork, she's making more money than he is. They're loving, both of them are making so much, so it's saving so much money doing this. She is a well-known artist in the meta world. And because of her, she sent me more artists in the meta world. I never thought, I didn't even know this was a thing to do. So I have now several clients who are artists who are doing things in the meta world, selling their artwork there and saving so much money on their taxes because of royalties. Authors. One of my guys inherited his grandfather's horse farm in Oklahoma. 6 oil wells. The oil wells are done this way. So anytime you're making a royalty, the royalties are also going to be saved. So I know this podcast is called Stop Paying Capital Gains Now. I pay a lot of capital gains. That's why I started the trust. But also, if you're in a stock market with dividends, if you're holding rental properties and get rent rolls, I don't care if you're in Airbnb, Verbo, short-term rentals with traveling nurses, or you got long-term rentals. Again, the gentleman who reached out to me, who was selling the house, but he had 7 rentals on top of that. He's saving all those rent rolls. So interest income, dividend income, rent rolls, and royalties, and capital gains. I want to help as many people as possible legally save taxes. If the Rockefellers and U.S. presidents can do this, why don't you and I do this? Again, I go live every Monday night for a Q&A, 8 p.m. East Coast time. My website, thetrustisuYou.com. You can get the slide deck I go over on Monday nights and set an appointment with me. When you do download the slide deck, you're going to get my cell phone. I'm going to ask you, please text me because I'm always on meetings and things like that. So I'm not trying to jam you up or anything like that. But you can reach out to me, set up a one-on-one appointment. One thing I do want to bring in about capital gains, very important, because I am working with a business broker. anyone out there selling a business. One of my clients is selling a family restaurant, a 42-year-old family restaurant in Paducah, Kentucky. He's selling it for $3 million, all the equipment in the restaurant and all the recipes in the restaurant. And we are saving him either, I forgot the numbers, either I want to say $450,000 or $600,000 because he put it in the trust. Now his business broker is working with me and he gave me 3 more clients selling businesses. When you sell a business, you're going to pay 15% or 20% in capital gains on the sale of the business. That's a lot of money. If I can help you or a family member, true story about the guy in Kentucky, his son saw a TikTok video, showed it to his dad. His dad contacted me before Christmas, and I had a meeting with his business broker back in January, and the business broker is bringing me more clients. So if I'm on TikTok, I'm on Facebook with my name. TikTok, I'm on Spendthrift Trust. On Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, it's Sally Gimon. The website, thetrustisyou.com. If you're watching this as a podcast, please like it and tell your friends. If you have anybody you know who is paying capital gains, interest income, dividend income, rent rolls, or royalties, I can help them save money. Also, just so you know, I give a referral. So if someone says, hey, I heard about you because yesterday I was on a podcast, the person buys the trust, the gentleman on the podcast, I pay him $600. I have a JV agreement to help people because I can't get the word out to as many people as I like. Thank you for listening and watching my podcast, Stop Paying Capital Gains. But there's other ways this trust will help you save money. Oh, I forgot. One of the most important things is it's irrevocable. So it goes from generation to generation to generation. So if you're the real estate investor or you're doing the stock market or a day trader, you're going to pass it on to your children, your grandchildren, your great-great-grandchildren because of one-time payment, and that's all you have to do. So again, thank you for watching. This is Sally Gimon. The podcast is called Stop Paying Capital Gains, but there's so much more there to it. Have a beautiful week, and my podcast is released every Thursday, 7 a.m. East Coast time. So like it, and it's going to be posted on YouTube. Take care. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful week. Bye-bye. Hi, my name is Sally Gimon. I'm the owner of thetrustisyou.com, and this is my podcast called Stop Paying Capital Gains. Now, my granddad always called me Silly Sally, and I have to apologize. I forgot to give you an answer to what I started on the podcast for number 13. So if you remember, I originally asked you, do you want to be the newest millionaire? Yes, I know it's a dollar bill, but think of the 6 invisible zeros behind it. Or would you prefer to have a penny, nice shiny penny? Oops, that's good. Abe going the right way. Let's figure out how Abe, whoops, I got Abe on his head now. Okay. So Abraham Lincoln doubles every day for 30 days. On Monday, it's a penny. On Tuesday, it's 2 cents. On Wednesday, it's 4 cents. On Thursday, it's 8 cents. On Friday, it's 16 cents. Now, the reason I'm asking this is it's another concept of how to handle your money. It is called compounded interest rate. Albert Einstein, one of the greatest minds in the entire world, said that compounded interest rate is the 8th wonder of the world. Those who know it make it. Those who don't pay it. So again, the question is, would you prefer to be the newest millionaire? Again, it's a rather ugly looking dollar bill, but yes, a dollar bill. Or would you prefer to have a penny that doubles every day for 30 days? The correct answer is the penny. Yay! If you got that right. The penny worth more than $1 million by day 18. This is a concept of most people do not grasp. And this is why I want to teach it to you all, because with the Spendthrift Trust, most people are like, this sounds like it's baloney. I just went over the 5 ways the beneficial Spendthrift Trust saves you money. Stops paying capital gains, stops paying interest income, stops paying dividend income, stops paying rental income, and stops paying royalty taxes. If you want to save some money, please like this video or go out to my website, thetrustisyou.com. Sorry for not giving you the answer on the original video. That's just me. Thank you for listening to Stop Paying Capital Gains Now. You can find out more about this at thetrustisyou.com. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can get this and every other episode that comes out. We have lots of great stuff coming up, so make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. Thank you in advance for all the reviews and comments. I really do appreciate it. And I look forward to serving you next week's episode. Take care. Have a beautiful week.